guys, Joss Allen here with another video for you guys to enjoy. Today we're going to be doing another versus video with a couple of Leviathans from the Gibson range. So let's take a look at the two guitars. So the first one I've got in my hands here is a Gibson Non Reverse Firebird. Pow! An absolute awesome looking guitar. So let's run you through the specs of this model here. So we've kind of got the standard Gibson sort of bits and pieces that you would assume would be on this guitar. We've got a mahogany body, we've got a mahogany neck with a Firebird slim profile. We've got a rosewood fretboard. We've got Grover tuners on the back of the head here. We've got Gibson's Firebird mini humbuckers, which sound rad. We've got a three-way selector switch. We've got 2 volumes and 2 tones, the same sort of layout as, you know, sort of having a Les Paul with the 2 tones, 2 volumes, but just in a different configuration. And the input is on top of the body here. So if we flip it over, we have the cavity for the wiring with the, you know, the volumes and tones. And then, as I said before, we've got the Grover tuners. I definitely prefer the whole sort of non-reverse sort of feel to this guitar. It's really, really cool. Don't get me wrong, I love the standard Firebird sort of way, but this just looks rad, and I just think it looks really cool, and I really like it. So this is the first guitar, which is the non-reverse Firebird. So let's check out the other one. So this is the other guitar. This is the guitar that's going up against the Firebird. This is a 2016 Gibson Explorer. Very, very iconic looking guitar. So let's run through the specifications to do with this model. So we've got a mahogany body, mahogany neck, really thick piece of one-piece rosewood for the fretboard. We've got Grover tuners on the back of the headstock. Pickup-wise, we've got a set of ceramic humbuckers. So when it comes to the difference in output between this guitar is far more aggressive, a lot louder just because of those ceramic humbuckers. We have 3-way selector switch, and then we have a volume per pickup and a master tone. So a little bit different in terms of configuration to the Firebird. So these guitars are both going into a Vox AC15C1 with a Celestion speaker in it, but also mic'd up in as an extension style cab is the Engel 212 with vintage 30s in it. So we've got a Celestion and a vintage 30 mic'd up by my 2 mics here. And I'm also going into a Blackstar LT drive, so when we want to get those super rock tones, then we're going to bang, smash that on, and we're going to see what the guitars sound like with a bit of distortion on them. So seeing as I'm plugged into the Explorer here, let's give this a go first. I've set the amp to what is supposed to be a clean sound, but because of these humbuckers, it does break up relatively quickly. So let's try the clean sound first. So we'll start on the neck pickup, we'll go to the middle, and then we'll go to the bridge. Then I'll launch on the LT drive and see what it sounds like. So as you can hear, the guitar is a fairly high output sounding guitar. So that was the neck pickup. Let's move on to both of them at the same time in the middle position. So you still have that sort of classic Gibson pop that you get in those middle positions, almost like a really, really fat Telecaster. So let's move to the bridge pickup and see what this sounds like. Alright, cool. So that's what you get when you you have such a high output sort of pickup on a guitar that's, you know, big bulbousy solid mahogany body. The amp, you know, breaks up really quickly, especially on that bridge humbucker. You could use that as like a classic rock sort of guitar tone. So now we've looked through the pickups using like a semi-clean tone. Let's put the Blackstar LT Drive on and see what the guitar sounds like when it's a little bit more raunchy and rock ready. So the guitar is geared up for, you know, being a superb rock, hard rock, metal guitar. Just because of those ceramic pickups, you're looking at an incredibly high output, aggressive sounding guitar here. But the good thing is, you know, it can be really dialed back and used as something like, you know, like a classic rock guitar as well. So that's what I really, really like about it. Even though I believe it does have a stigma, you know, just because of the way it looks, people automatically think that it's good for one thing when it does do a wide range of things. So let's move on to our other guitar, which was the Gibson Firebird Non Reverse, and see what that guitar sounds like running it through all the different sort of settings we just used for the Explorer. Cool, so here we are. We have the Firebird in hand. So let's do what we did last time. Let's start off with the neck mini humbucker and see what that sounds like first. The amp is set to clean, again, just as a reminder. automatically, one of the things that I've really kind of figured out is that the amp is not working as hard as it was when obviously the ceramic pickups from the Explorer are really giving it, you know, a punch in the front end. So this guitar is a lot warmer, nowhere near as bright as the Explorer, but these mini humbuckers really do have that sort of almost really fat P90-ish sort of characteristics to them. Cool, so that was the neck pickup. Let's go to both of them at the same time in the middle position. Great sounding pickup selection, really hollow sounding, has that, once again, that Telecaster quality to it, but a little bit quackier than it was when we had the ceramic humbuckers. And lastly, let's check out the Bridge Mini Humbucker. So all in all, just a more sort of clean sounding guitar, if it were. The amp's not working as hard, so consistently the guitar is a lot cleaner sounding. There is obviously a slight amount of breakup on there because I'm hitting the guitar hard, and you know, I've got the volume quite high up on the Vox, so there is going to be breakup because it is a 15-watt amplifier. So let's do what we did with the Explorer, turn on the LT drive and see what sort of rock sounds we can get out of this. Cool, so I think we definitely figured out that both of these guitars can definitely achieve that whole rock sound, especially like a high gain sound that Blackstar is creating. But the good thing about both of these guitars is that they're incredibly diverse, even though I believe that they have sort of more of a stigma attached to them just because of their shape. Not so much the Firebird, because you do have players like Johnny Winter who will play super cool blues style music on a Firebird. But you know, they're both guitars that can achieve, you know, basically anything. It depends on how you set up your rig. So let me see in the comments below this video what you guys thought was the better out of the two guitars, which one you would choose to play, which one you preferred the sound of, as of, you know, this is a versus video. So will it be the Non Reverse Firebird, or will it be the Gibson Explorer? You tell me. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this versus video.